variable with respect to independent variable. Because for derivative, obviously we require one dependent variable and one independent variable. If we have system of ODEs, then we'll have more than one dependent variable. Just like if we have dx over dt, if you have this equation dx over dt plus let's say it is a1 here, it is a2 here, dy over dt equal to let's say some function of t, and second equation let's say b1 dx over dt plus b2 dy over dt equal to phi to t. So this is a system of ODE. Okay. So in case of system of ODE, we have more than one dependent variable here, but dependent variable, more than one dependent variable and only one independent variable. Okay. So in the same way for PD also, if we have more than one dependent variable, then we'll have the system of PD. But in course, mostly we'll discuss the only single PD. We'll not discuss the system of PD. Okay, so this is a definition. An equation which contains partial derivative or derivatives is called PD. Is it clear? Any query in this definition?
No, sir.
Okay. Now next one is order and degree of PD. So can you give me the definition of order of ordinary differential equation, ODE? Degree of ODE. Anybody?
The order of differential equation is the order of highest order derivative present in the equation.
Yes. So, sorry. No. Okay. So first we'll define the order, then degree. Okay. So order of ODE is order of highest order derivative. Highest order derivative present in differential equation. We have the same definition for PD also. So you can say in case of differential equation, so order of differential equation. So this is nothing, this is the order of highest order derivative present in differential equation. Present in differential equation. Okay. Differential equation means it may be OD or PD. We have the same definition for order for OD and PD. So order of the highest order derivative present in differential equation is called the order of differential equation. It may be PD or OD. Now next one is degree of differential equation. So first define the degree of ODE. Because you have already studied ODE, so first we'll define the definition of ODE, then we'll move to PD. Okay, so anybody, what's the definition of degree of ODE?
Power of the highest derivative, sir.
Power of highest derivative. Okay.
Yes.
So see, it is for OD. So let's say I'm writing this equation d2y over dx square plus under root dy over dx. And let's say it is equal to 0. What's the degree of this equation?
1.
So the equation should be represented in the polynomial form. So we need to remove fractional parts.
We have to remove
Fractional parts, fractional powers.
Fractional powers. Okay. So let me write another equation d2y over dx square plus dy over dx plus root y equal to 0. Now, what is the degree of this equation? So one told that degree of this is 1, and what is another answer? One answer is 1 for degree of this equation. Another answer?
2.
2. Okay. 1 or 2. Okay. Now for the second equation, what is the degree of the second equation?
1.
1.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody else?
2.
Yes, Arshil?
2, sir.
Degree 2. Anybody else? Bolo? Anybody else?
7.
Degree 1. Okay. Anybody else?
1.
1. Okay. Why it is why the degree of this first equation is 1? But if you are giving option, then answer, then you must know the reason for that also.
Sir, actually, as Harshil said, maybe I forgot the actual definition. That should not be in fractional part, so it is 2 maybe, sir.
It is 2. Okay, so you are changing your option. Now you are moving to 2. Okay. Now, what is your answer for the second equation? Meghna, what is the answer for second equation?
Sir, 1 only, sir.
Why it is 1 only?
Sir, because highest order derivative is d square y by dx square, and the power of it is 1. So
That is in first equation also. In first equation also, its power is 1. Then why you are saying the degree of first equation is 2 and degree of second equation is 1? Why?
sorry, sir, I couldn't hear you properly.
See, my query is, in first equation also, we have the power of highest order derivative as 1. Okay. And in second equation also, power of highest order derivative is 1. Okay. Then why the degree of first equation is 2 and degree of second equation is 1? According to you, degree of second equation is 2. Okay. And degree of first equation is 2 and degree of second equation is 1. So why? Because in both the equation we have power 1 of highest order derivative.
Sir, dy by dx is a fractional part in the first equation, no, sir? Power is fractional.
Okay, but in second equation also we have this y as fractional power.
That is not derivative.
That is not derivative term. Yes, that is the reason. So degree of differential equation is power of highest order derivative. Order derivative. After removing fractional or after removing fractional or rational powers of derivative terms only. Okay, so we have to consider fractional powers of derivative terms only. So that's why in first case, if you remove the power of this first term, then power of this second term will be 2. It is decimal power here, it is 1 by 2. Okay, that's why degree of first equation is 2. This is correct answer. This is wrong. So this 2 is correct answer. Now in second equation, the power of derivative terms is integer. So see, we will not consider the rational power of this part, but it is not a derivative term. Okay, so the equation, degree of this equation is 1. This is the correct one. Degree of second equation is 1 and degree of first equation is 2. The conclusion is degree of differential equation, whether it is OD or PD, in both the case, we have the same definition. Okay, so this is not only for OD, for PD also. For both the equation, we have the same definition. So degree of partial differential equation, or simply I'll tell the degree of differential equation is the power of highest order derivative present in differential equation after removing fractional or rational powers of derivative terms only. We will not consider the other term. We will remove the fractional power of derivative terms only. Now, my second question is, let's say we have this equation. We have this equation due to y over ds square plus sine into dy over dx equal to x square. What is the degree of this equation? What is the degree of this equation? Anybody? No degree. Nakul. Why there is no degree? Nakul, your answer is correct. But what is the why? Give me the reason also. Nakul, are you here? Derivative cannot be a part of function. Okay. Anybody else? Why degree of this differential equation is not defined? Bolo? Why the degree of this differential equation is not defined? Anybody? Not a polynomial equation in derivative. Yeah. Anybody else? Yes, it is a correct answer. Both are correct answer, you can say. But second one, Priyanka. Yes. See, because if you have any function, you cannot define its degree. Degree defined only for polynomials. You can say polynomial of degree 1, degree 2, degree 3, and so on. You cannot say x equal to sine x or x minus cos x equal to cos x. Function x minus cos x is of degree this one. Okay, degree is defined only for polynomial. So your derivative terms must be in polynomial form. Then only you can define the degree. So in this case, your these derivative terms are not in polynomial form. That's why you cannot define the degree of this equation. So only for derivative terms, derivative terms must be in polynomial form. So if you have this equation d2x square plus dy over dx plus sine y equal to x square. Now, what is the degree of this equation? Fourth one. Degree of fourth equation. One. Yes, degree of fourth equation is 1. Even though here we have this sine function, but your derivative terms are in polynomial form. So don't bother about this. This dependent variable or independent variable. Even this may be a sine e raised to power x or something else. There is no problem. Okay, only thing is your derivative terms must be in polynomial form. Then only you can define the degree. and shape. That's why we require the integer power of all derivative terms only to define the degree of differential equation. Because in polynomial, power of your variable is always integer. So to define the degree of any differential equation, write the differential equation in polynomial form in derivative terms only. Don't bother about the dependent variable terms or other terms. Okay, and then power of highest order derivative, that is your degree of differential equation. That is a simple way. So this is the definition of degree of differential equation. It is true for OD and PD. So let me take one example of PD also. So let's say Z is function of x and y, and del z over del x plus under root del z over del y equal to, let's say, it is x plus y. What's the degree of this equation? What is the degree of this equation? Anybody? 2. Yes. Degree of this equation is 2 because we have to remove the sectional power. So if you remove the sectional power, then it will be of power 2. Del z over del x will be of power 2. So degree will be of 2. Okay. Okay, no problem. So any query in degree of differential equation? So these are the basic things, and these things must be clear to all the students. So we are not only defining these things for different PD, we are defining for OD also. Now, next one is order degree. Is there anything else regarding this differential equation? Okay. So next one, we'll discuss type of differential equation. Types of differential equations. So first, I'll discuss the type of OD and then PD. So first one, I'll discuss the homogeneous and non-homogeneous. Homogeneous and non-homogeneous OD. Yes, anybody? What is the meaning of homogeneous differential equation and non-homogeneous differential equation? Anybody? Homogeneous ordinary differential equation. आप पढ़ चुके सब चीजें बताओ. लास्ट क्लास में बोला था आपको ऑर्डिनरी रिवाइज कर, ओडी रिवाइज कर लेना आप. बोलो. What is the meaning of homogeneous differential equation? See, you can give your answer rather than chat box. Just say in your mind. In homogeneous differential equation, we have derivative terms and variables, but no constant terms. It's already your definition. So means we have derivative terms and variables, but no constant terms in homogeneous differential equation. Okay. So if I write this equation dy over dx plus x y equal to x square. So this equation is homogeneous or non-homogeneous? This equation homogeneous or non-homogeneous?
Non-homogeneous.
Why it is not homogeneous?
The differential equation should be of the form of polynomial only in derivative terms and dependent variable, not in the form of independent variable.
Just repeat your definition.
Differential equation should be of the form of polynomial only in the terms of derivatives of dependent variable and dependent variable. No independent variable should come. Then it is homogeneous differential equation.
It is homogeneous differential equation. So this is non-homogeneous.
Yes.
We want to say if I write this one dy over dx plus xy equal to 0, then it is
Homogeneous differential equation.
it is homogeneous. Anybody else? Anybody else? आप लोग क्लास में हो या नहीं हो? (31 participant यहाँ पे हैं. ओडी आप ऑलरेडी पढ़ चुके हो. वसीम, are you present in class? Wasim? No. Sasank?
Yes, sir.
बोलो. First equation homogeneous or non-homogeneous?
Sir, ये homogeneous है second.
First equation.
नहीं, first equation non-homogeneous.
Why it is non-homogeneous?
Sir, वो equal to sir x square है ना RHS में.
Equal to x square है. If I write this equation in this form dy over dx plus xy minus x square equal to 0 now.
Sir, homogeneous.
Now it is homogeneous. सौभाग्य.
Yes, sir.
हाँ बोलो. First equation homogeneous or non-homogeneous?
So non-homogeneous.
Why it is non-homogeneous?
सर क्योंकि हर टर्म का वो बराबर नहीं आ रही है, हर टर्म की डिग्री मतलब
डिग्री कहाँ से आ गई यहाँ पे इसमें?
मतलब सब जैसे
पढ़ा नहीं आप लोगों ने क्या डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन में टाइप्स ऑफ डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन? वत्सल?
Yes, sir.
हाँ बोलो.
Sir, first would be non-homogeneous.
Okay. आवाज थोड़ा
Wait a minute, sir.
आवाज नहीं आ रही आपको, थोड़ा लाउडली बोलो. First equation homogeneous or non-homogeneous?
So is it clear now? Voice?
Yes.
Okay, so first is non-homogeneous.
Why it is non-homogeneous?
Sir, because it should, if we write the equation in like dy by dx is equals to f of y by x, then it is not matching the format. So for homogeneous, that is the form.
And this last equation?
So third one also, sir, not
homogeneous. The second one?
Yes, the second one is there.
Homogeneous. You can write in this form f of y over x. Priyanka?
Yes, sir.
बोलो. First equation?
So first equation is non-homogeneous.
Why it is non-homogeneous?
So because it is not of the form like here x square is present, that's why.
This last equation,
So last is also non-homogeneous.
this x square present here, that's why it is non-homogeneous.
Yes, sir.
And second equation,
So second equation, so homogeneous.
why it is homogeneous?
So because there's no term.
So what's the problem with this x square term? Due to this x square term, it is non-homogeneous, no?
Yes, sir.
So what is the problem with this x square term?
So it
Why,
is
due to this term it is called non-homogeneous?
so because it is the function of independent variable.
X is itself independent variable, y is dependent variable, x is independent variable.
Yes, sir. So it is the function of independent variable.
It is independent, x is independent, yes, x is y is also independent variable. Who is next one? Sangani. Who is Sangani? Yes. Next. Roll number 34. Bolo. What is your answer? 34. Roll number 34. Are you present in the meeting?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. What is your name?
Hello.
What is your name?
Bhavin, sir. Bhavin.
Bhavin. Okay. Yes.
Yes, sir.
What is your answer?
First one is non-homogeneous.
Why it is non-homogeneous?
Homogeneous equation should be in polynomial form with constant coefficient, I think.
Repeat your answer.
Homogeneous
Good answer.
equation is in polynomial form with constant coefficient. So it is non-homogeneous, I think. Both.
Equation must be in polynomial form. What is the next condition?
Hello. What, sir?
You are saying two conditions. Equation must be in polynomial form. And what is next
With
one?
the constant coefficient. With constant coefficient.
Constant coefficient.
Yes.
So have you not studied this type of equation in your first year? Who is next one? Roll number 33. Karthik. Karthik, are you present in the meeting? Roll number 33. No. 32. Ankit. Okay, Karthik, what is your answer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, first equation.
So 32.
Yes. What is first equation? It is
Sir,
homogeneous or non-homogeneous? What is your answer?
Non-homogeneous. Non-homogeneous in first equation.
And third equation?
Sir, okay, could you repeat? I can't hear you.
Third equation. Last equation is homogeneous or non-homogeneous?
Hello?
Last equation is homogeneous or non-homogeneous?
Sir, your voice is breaking. Sir, could you repeat? Your voice is breaking.
Last equation is homogeneous or non-homogeneous?
First one is non-homogeneous.
Last one?
Sir, last one, non-homogeneous.
Last one is also non-homogeneous. Why? किसी का बोलो.
So So both the first and the third one both should be non-homogeneous because
these
a
are
homogeneous.
homogeneous or non-homogeneous? Give me the answer for that.
Sir,
Non-homogeneous. The second one.
Sir, I'm not sure about it because as the definition goes, a homogeneous equation should be expressible in the form dy by dx equals some function of y by x so that we can replace y equal to kx and like solve further. So it doesn't seem to be satisfying the basic definition. So sir, I would say that all three are non-homogeneous.
You are mixing homogeneous function and homogeneous differential equation. You are not clear about the definition of homogeneous function and homogeneous equation. Both are different things. Okay.
Okay.
So I couldn't get the correct answer from for this question. So let me explain these things. See, if you are using any problem, you solving any problem, then be clear about the definition of that problem. So let me start with the basic equation. See, if you have this equation ax equal to b and ax equal to 0. Now tell me which one is homogeneous, which one is non-homogeneous. It is equation A, it is equation B. Anybody?
So B would be homogeneous.
So B.
B is homogeneous and A is
Non-homogeneous.
Non-homogeneous.
why? Why A is non-homogeneous and B is homogeneous? Bolo. And if I write this equation, A equation in this form, ax minus b equal to 0. Now tell me, this C equation, it is homogeneous or non-homogeneous? The answer is correct. A is non-homogeneous, B is homogeneous. But why? Why we are calling A non-homogeneous equation, B as homogeneous equation? There should be some reason, ना? तो पढ़ चुके हैं +2 में पढ़ा है आपने फर्स्ट आई थिंक फर्स्ट ईयर पढ़ा है आपने सॉरी इन सेकंड ईयर लीनियर अलजेब्रा वाई मैट्रिक्स इक्वेशन आपने सॉल्व किए हैं बोलो इक्वेशन नंबर सी दिस होमोजेनियस और नॉन होमोजेनियस विशाल
सर सी भी अगर बी 0 होगा तो वो नॉन होमोजेनियस ही होगा
आई एम नॉट सी दिस इक्वेशन इज रिटन इन दिस फॉर्म b is non-zero ax minus b equal to 0 if it is 0 then there is no need to write b here.
Yes sir.
Okay, so equation this form of equation C is homogeneous.
So that is non-homogeneous.
It is non-homogeneous. Any reason? Anybody else have a reason for this equation? Why A is homogeneous and C is A is non-homogeneous and B is homogeneous? Doesn't contains x in B term. It is non-homogeneous. If it contains x, then homogeneous. So now, can you tell me this equation 1, where it is homogeneous or non-homogeneous? Then contain y. Okay. And second equation, third equation, non-homogeneous. Yes. Yes, your answer is can say close to your region. Yes. इतनी देर से क्यों नहीं बोल रहे थे आप? चेक कर रहे थे या बाकी लोग जानते हैं नहीं जानते हैं? नॉइज ज्यादा है मतलब? अभी तो कोई नॉइज नहीं आ रहा. सी, okay, no problem. See, First thing, let me tell you, homogeneous function and homogeneous equation both are different things. Okay, and homogeneous equation both are different things. Homogeneous function means if this function is, let's say, n variable, I'm defining for n variable. Do you have any idea of the definition of homogeneous function for n variable? For 2 variable, it is okay. If you can write function in this form, x raised to power x upon y or f of y over x, then it is homogeneous. That is okay for a function of 2 variable. But if f is function of n variable, then I will check whether function is homogeneous or non-homogeneous. Any idea? Jaldi bolo, time nahi hai. See, in this case, we'll replace all x1 by lambda x1, x2 by lambda x2, and x and y lambda x, and all the variable, multiply all the variable by variable lambda. Okay, so if it is equal to lambda raised to power n f of x1, x2, xn, okay, then this f is called homogeneous function of degree n in variable x1, x2, x3 up to xn. Okay, so see, obviously it is homogeneous, then you can say each and every term has the same power in independent variables. Okay, so if each and every term has the same power, then only, because we are multiplying every variable by lambda. Okay, so every variable will have the same power of lambda. You can take lambda common here, you will get this original function, then function is homogeneous. So this is a definition. So using this definition, you can find out the degree of this differential equation. This equation also. It is, function, not equation. It is function. If, for example, if you have this equation, x square plus y square plus xy, let's say in case of 2 variable. So if you replace x by lambda x, so it will be lambda square x square, and y square will be lambda square y square, and it will be lambda x into lambda y. That is lambda square x into y. So lambda square will be common. So it is homogeneous because this term is here. In this term we have degree 2. Here also degree is 2. Here also degree is 2. One for x, one for y. So this is a definition of homogeneous function. Okay. See, you are confused about the homogeneous function and homogeneous equation. See, in first year you have studied this type of equation: dy over dx equal to f of y over x. Okay, so in this type of equation, and then you are substituting this substitution y over x equal to v to solve this type of equation. Means if you can write this function, means if your equation is dy over dx equal to f of x, like this. And only you can write this equation in this form: f over, or let's say phi over, f over y over x, and some part will be here. Let's say it is of degree n, so x raised to power n f over x, or y raised to power n f of x over y. Okay, fxy is homogeneous function. So normally we discuss the solution of this type of equation if this fxy is homogeneous function of degree 0. Okay, so degree 0 means this part will be absent here. So this equation will be in terms of f over y over x, or f of x over y. Then you can use the substitution y over x equal to b, or x over y equal to b. So this equation, this is a differential equation. It is not homogeneous differential equation. Okay. Normally in most of the books they are writing homogeneous form of differential equation. That is not homogeneous equation. They are writing homogeneous form of differential equation. So in that case, this fxy must be your homogeneous function of degree 0. Then you can solve this equation using this substitution: y over x equal to b, some new variable, or x over y equal to some new variable. So there is no link of this type of form of the homogeneous and non-homogeneous differential equation. Even this differential equation may be non-homogeneous. Okay, or it may be homogeneous also. There is no link of the form of this function with the homogeneous and non-homogeneous differential equation. Now, come to the part, this part, homogeneous equation. So, let me first discuss this one. See, if you have this equation Ax equal to B, okay. So Ax equal to B, let's say we have two variable only, A1, A2, x equal to, let's say, B1, and A3x plus A4y, which is y, equal to, let's say, it is B2. You can write B1 on right hand side or left hand side also, there is no problem. See, in this term we have x here, in this term we have y here, here x is here, y is here. So in this equation, x and y both are unknown. Y are unknown here. Okay, x and y are unknown. So these terms contains the unknowns. Okay, while this term B1 or B2, this is free from unknown. Okay, there is no unknown term in this part. You can write this equation in Ax equal to B form or Ax minus B equal to 0 form. There is no problem. Okay, your type of equation, whether it is homogeneous or homogeneous, that will remain same, whether you write in this form or in this form. Okay, because some student simply give the answer, if right hand side is 0, it is homogeneous, otherwise non-homogeneous. That is the wrong answer. So what is conclusion here? See, this part contains your unknowns, but this is free from unknown. Okay, this is free from unknown. This part contains your unknown. So if term in the equation which is free from unknown is called free term. So this is your free term. This is also your free term, because it is free from unknown. Okay. Now, if this free term is identically 0, then equation is homogeneous, otherwise non-homogeneous. Okay. So in equation Ax equal to 0, this term is identically 0. See, we have the terms of unknowns only. So this equation is homogeneous. In this equation, first equation, in differential equation here, what is unknown here? What is unknown here? The dependent variable is unknown. Independent is known. Okay. So unknown is your y. So if y is unknown, so dy over dx is also unknown. d2y over dx square is also unknown. So dependent variable and its derivatives are unknown. Okay. So dy over dx is unknown here, y is also unknown here. So if term which is free from unknown is called free term. So here it is x square. This x square, we don't have any unknown here. Okay, dependent variable, its derivative. So this is a free term. So if this free term is identically 0 or it is 0, identically 0 means it is 0 in the domain of your problem. Okay, we cannot say if we are writing this equation fx, this one, let's say rather than x square, I write fx and fx equal to x square 0 and it is 1. Let's say when x equal to 1 and elsewhere it is 0. Okay. So it is not identically 0 in the domain of this problem, because if you are considering domain of this problem minus infinity to plus infinity, or if x, this 1 is included in the domain of this problem. Okay, if 1 is not included in the domain of this problem, x equal to 1 is not a part of domain of this problem, then it is 0. So equation will be homogeneous. So this free term is identically 0 means in domain of the problem, this term is 0. So free term is 0, then equation is homogeneous, otherwise non-homogeneous. That is a simple definition. It is definition for all type of equations, whether it is ODE, PD, linear equation, homogeneous, non-linear equation. It is true for all the problems, all type of equation. In second equation, in first term we have unknown, second term we have unknown, and This is 0 here, so there is no free term in this equation. Okay, so it is homogeneous. In second equation, third equation, here we have unknown, here we have unknown, but here we don't have unknown. So this is a free term and it is non-zero here, it is present in the differential equation. That's why this equation is non-homogeneous. Okay, so simple definition is if free term is identically 0, then equation is homogeneous, otherwise non-homogeneous. Your equation may be OD, PD, linear, or any other equation. Now it is clear now? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first we have to search for free term. Okay, what is the meaning of free term? Free term means a term which is free from unknown. That is called free term. Okay. If this term is 0, then homogeneous, otherwise non-homogeneous. So simply you can also say that if there is any term which is free from unknown, then it is homogeneous, otherwise non-homogeneous. Or if all the terms in differential equation contains or unknown, then it is homogeneous, otherwise non-homogeneous. You can say the same thing in different way. Okay. So this definition was given by Dhruv that in this equation if we have the unknowns in each and every term, then it is homogeneous, otherwise non-homogeneous. The same thing. Because if in each and every term we have unknown function, then your free term will be 0. There will be no free term. Then equation will be homogeneous. So just like in second example, each and every term we have unknown. So it is homogeneous. In third one, in last term we don't have unknown. So it is non-homogeneous. In first equation also, in last term we don't have unknown. Okay, then it is non-homogeneous. So if each and every term of equation contains unknown, then homogeneous, otherwise non-homogeneous. So this is the definition of homogeneous OD. It is not only for OD, it is also for PD. That is simple definition. Just look for free term and then define the equation is homogeneous or non-homogeneous. This is simple definition. Okay. So next class we'll discuss the linear and non-linear differential equation.
So
yes.
So could you share the notes from the discussions from the classes?
These notes, no?
So these notes, and even in the last class you had used certain notes.
Okay, I'll share it in Google Classroom.
Sir, and the tutorial is yet to be shared.
Tutorials website पे available है अभी.
Okay, okay.
इसका link share कर दूंगा. वही tutorial है, उसमें कोई change नहीं है.
अच्छा, okay. Sir, we were expecting कि classroom पे आ जाएगा वैसा.
और directly link site पर share करूंगा, तो मेरी जो website है वहाँ पे सारे tutorial वहाँ पे available है.
Okay, sir.
वहाँ से turn over.
Google sites पर.
ये उसी tutorial के according ही class होंगी. ये second tutorial का ये हम discuss कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे.
Okay.
फर्स्ट में चेन रूल है वो डिस्कस हो गया, सेकंड का पार्ट है.
ओके सर.
सेकंड में आपका टाइप्स होमोजेनियस, नॉन होमोजेनियस, लीनियर, नॉन लीनियर, डिग्री एंड ऑर्डर, एंड देन सॉल्यूशन ऑफ सम इजी डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन. ओके, वो डिस्कस होगा उसमें. ओके, सो इन नेक्स्ट क्लास विल डिस्कस द लीनियर एंड नॉन लीनियर इक्वेशंस. ओके, सो it is 9:29. So you can leave the class. Do you have a next class?
Yes, sir. Shukla, sir.
Okay, then you can leave the class.